Hello, everybody. Welcome to another RFCL stream here in Week 5, first game of Week 5 on Monday. We have probably the most interesting matchup this week. We have Space Force, who is 0-4, has not won a game this season, looking for their first win. Might be the worst team in the league. We don't know. Some would say, some wouldn't say. We don't know. And the number one team in the nation, App State, is their opponent. It's going to be a pretty good game, I would say. Maybe. And yeah, we'll see how this game goes.
It's been like what?
Oh my goodness. Alright, let's get into interviews here. Okay. Coach Brock here. Fifth game of the season, still in search of your first win. How are we feeling going into this game against the number one team in the nation?
House money. That's what we're on. We have the ability to make their season a lot harder. But overall, we just got to make sure that we can get Arthur warm. Otherwise, we're not really going to have a chance in this one.
Yeah, and what's the strategy offensively to get Arthur going in this first half?
I've got to try to get some stuff going early with some warm-up plays. Instead of trying to wait until an opportune point to start passing, we're going to try kind of in the beginning part of the game to get them going before we really put ourselves into a position where we have to kick field goal after field goal like last week.
And then defensively, App State is a smooth and very slow offensive play style. How do you limit the possessions for the Mountaineers on defense?
Show up big, see if we can get some serious three and outs.
All right, well, good luck to you, Barack. I want to see you at the end of the first half.
Appreciate it.
Coach Monarch and App State here for the fifth game of the season, currently sitting at 3-1 against Space Force this week. How are we feeling about going into this game?
We are feeling pretty good about ourselves after the last couple of games. But we know that there's a lot of work to still be done. We are excited because it's senior night here tonight for our boys, and we know we have even though they're haven't done great so far this season as far as number of wins, right? They are a really good team there over at Space Force, and we're not taking it lightly. So we look forward to the matchup.
Yeah, and Coach Nicotine, offenses look great these first 4 weeks. What's the plan going into this game to score some points in this first half?
Yeah, off of Monarch's part, this is senior night here, so this is a really, really big night for some guys we've had in the program for a long time. Seen a lot of ups and downs. Specifically on my side of the ball, it's Ethan Gaylor, a guy that I really want to get hot early, and that's really our entire offensive plan. Is Ethan Gaylor deserves the ball. He deserves to carry this team, so we're gonna let him get that opportunity.
Yeah, and defensively, Craig Sure, Arthur Weasley has progressively been getting better throughout this season. What's the plan to stop him in this first half?
I don't even know who the fuck Arthur Weasley is.
And
Don't know.
And there it is. All right, well, we'll see you guys at the end of the first half. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right, let me leave. Alrighty. Done with interviews here. And let's get into this game. Looks like, they're conceiving, or not conceiving, but they're deciding on what to do here. I'm going to skip this song here. Hey, what do y'all think of this song? Gerald gave me the official RFCL music. As the punt goes 21 yards for Space Force. 1st and 10 for the Delta Dogs, trying to score some points here. This offense has not looked very good all season. Up until last week, where they had a chance late against Utah Valley but could not get the job done. And now they still sit winless, facing the number one team on senior night. It's loud. Okay, I'll turn it down. 1st and 10 is going to be a... Whopper loses 5 on the outside run. I'll turn down the music, sorry. How's that? Is that better? Any better? Is it any better? Hopefully. Hope it's better. But a loss of 5 on the first play of the game for Space Force. Not how you want to start out against this defense. Really do not want to give momentum to App State, and that's what they just did with that run. But the run up the middle for Whopper Whopper, he gets it again, gets that 5 back. 3rd and 9 now for Space Force. Okay, it's better. Sick. 3rd and 9 now for Space Force. Gonna be interested to see what play call they go with here. I would not think they would want to pass this early, but they're kind of forced to on this 3rd and 9. It's going to be a play action. Arthur with the assessor pass, trying to find someone looking downfield, has plenty of time, throws it across body, it lags, and he throws it right to the defense. It's going to be a pick for App State, past the 30-yard line, and Monarch happy about that one. Arthur Weasley had plenty of time to get it to an open receiver. What are we doing? If we're going to replay it, at least replay it well. Oh, national champions? Oh, okay, well. Only Monarch would... only App State would milk a national championship that literally was so far away. Bro! What? There's no freaking... I could edit it right now. Oh my goodness, dude. Give me a break. I used this music in the coach's corner thing and it didn't copyright me, so it's chill. 1st and 10 for App State. It's going to be a jet sweep to the left side of the field. Has plenty of room. Going to break the tackle. There goes that man. Adrian Lawson goes 14 yards. Mark's type to get mad if someone else did that to him. Exactly. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It don't really matter as App State goes. You know, they get 14 yards on their first play and they're already in field goal range. They're on the 15-yard line. Nah, it's over for you. Oh, shoot. Well, it's cooked. Bye, chat. It's over. 1st and 10. Lawson in motion. It's going to be an outside. It's going to be a play action. Throw it across body. Can't find anybody. It didn't copyright claim. I put it... No, you didn't! In the coach's corner description. No, you did not. I'm about to look. I could edit it right now, though, so, like, it doesn't really matter. I can literally put it in there. At this point, there should be no music in the streams. 2nd and 10 here. Go look at it. I'm about to get cooked. 2nd and 10 here for App State. Trying to punch in the first touchdown of the game. It's going to be a run up the middle. And kind of stuff there. Campbell Jr. can't go anywhere. Okay, well, I could easily... Oh, you already put it in there. Well, to be fair, that's not in, like, any other description. So I'll copy and paste that one from now on. I'm sorry. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm trying... Hey, it'll look better next game. But... Space Force had a terrible start to the game, throwing an interception on Arthur Weasley's first pass, but it's 3rd and 8. They have 5 down linemen, and I don't really get that call, to be honest with you. Obviously, a pass, that's what's going to be. Trying to find someone, has an out route, has a corner route, has nobody, hits the crossbar, and Space Force is going to hold App State to 3 on their first drive. They basically got gifted these 3 points, so this is honestly best case scenario for Space Force. And now they have a slightly cold quarterback with a running back that's supposed to be good, but he's not that good. We'll see what they can do here on their second drive. Thank you, Joe, for putting it in there. I appreciate you. I swear I won't make this mistake again, which I probably will. Oh, what a broken tackle there by David Garcia. We've seen some wild punt returns from him so far this season. At least I have, because I've watched literally almost every Space Force game because I commentate all of them. No one else wants to watch Space Force, unfortunately. But I will watch Space Force. First and 10, first play of this second drive is going to be a run, cut to the outside. Whopper Whopper destroys 2 defenders, but can only get a yard. He had a hole up the middle, but instead cuts it to the outside. And yeah, I can tell you. Yeah, as a deep drive in the left field. It's going to be a, oh my goodness, overthrow by Arthur. Had the corner route. Can't hit it. And there's the corner route. Deep on the left side of the field by Arthur. It'll be a first down. And that'll make it a 3-0 ball game. I don't know if I'm going to be putting this headset on again. But it's okay. They're 9. They're just going to go with the run, and Whopper's able to get it. They don't want to risk throwing an interception, and it works out as Whopper gets the first down, and Space Force goes hurry up. Maybe they can get a drive going here. App State only has 3 down linemen. A run probably coming as they press as well. It's going to be a fake FB dive toss to Whopper. Great play call there. And at Space Force Academy, across midfield, 1st and 10 here for Space Force at about the 46-yard line. It's going to be a run up the middle now, and App State ready for it. Whopper can only get 2, but a solid drive for Space Force so far as they hurried up again. Now I don't get that. You only get 2. I don't know about the hurry up there, but it's going to be a play action now. Arthur sets back to pass, has plenty of time. Now there's a man coming behind him. He throws it off his back foot right into an interception as it should have been. What is Arthur Weasley doing? Should have been intercepted by App State. Now it's 3rd and 8 here. You don't really know what to go for. You don't know if you're going to get fortunate again for running it up the middle as, again, Barack is alone tonight. No TD TV. And I've heard from the grapevine that TD TV might be being fired after this game. 3rd and 8 here for Space Force. Just going to run it up the middle. And they don't want to risk throwing an interception. They get 5, and honestly, they might risk going for it here, and that's what they're going to do. 4th and 4 here. I don't think there's anything else they could do but run the ball. App State shifting their line. They're going to run it up the middle again and hope that Peter Griffin's going to get it. He breaks a tackle, and that's a first down for Space Force. Peter Griffin gets 11 yards. What a play. The man from Quahog, Rhode Island, punches in the first down. It's going to be another run here for him, and this time he's going to be stuffed for 1 yard. And I assume Space Force will slow it down, and they do. Gerald and Brock. Yeah, is Art about to join the VC? I mean, it seems like Brock's doing well on his own. He's already in field goal range. Mainly running the ball here. Actually, 100% running the ball. Arthur Weasley hasn't hit a pass yet as they run up the middle. Whopper cuts it to the outside. Only gets back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and 9 for Space Force. And they already have 3. They don't have to go for it again. They're pretty much in field goal range. So honestly, running it here and tying up the game, if I'm Barack, I'm taking that. Don't want to risk throwing an interception with the play action or something, even though it should work. As many times as it works in his head, it probably won't work as the HB toss is going to be lagging. Whopper cuts to the outside and goes 4th and 1. Brock might hurry it up here and do it again. He is going to hurry it up and go for it on 4th down here. Can Space Force get another 4th down here to start out this first quarter? And they get it. Whopper drags someone with him to get the first down. Space Force 2 4th down conversions in this second drive. And they're inside of the red zone here. 2 receivers to the left side of the field. They hand it off to Whopper again. He dives forward for 7 yards. And Space Force putting together a solid drive as Whopper is down. Has 46 yards in the day and 10 carries, and maybe he's tired, but he might be injured as well. We'll check back on that later. Second and 3 now. Space Force on the 10-yard line, trying to punch it in for a touchdown and take a lead. As they run it up the middle, Peter Griffin gets 2. And it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Delta Dogs. A pass here would be glorious, but they just can't trust him. They can't trust Arthur Weasley to make a completion. Which will become a problem at the end of the season, or at the end of this, or by the end of this game, as Whopper's out with back spasm. They give it on the fake FB dive to the toss, and that's boxed up. Brock tried it again. He couldn't do it. And now Space Force will take their 3 to tie the game up. A regular FB dive probably would have gotten the first down. But instead, the kick is up, and it's good. Space Force has tied the game up with a solid drive with running the ball. Walter is here. Walter is back. 1st and 10 here for App State. Defense let Space Force get on the board. They get the ball start second half as well. So this could be a pretty solid drive here for Goomty as he hits a corner route. Ethan Gaylor, the senior, goes 26 yards. And Goomty hits his first pass of the game on a 26-yard bomb. Great play there by App State. Space Force did not see a long pass coming. Hello. Almost is a right word. I commentated that game. Space Force had a chance for like the entire game. 1st and 10 for App State after the long catch there by Ethan Gaylor. This time it's going to be another pass. Maybe they're going pass heavy here as he gets the ball out. Right. I can't tell. Oh my God. It's going to be deflected by Space Force. It keeps lagging. I don't really know. I don't know if that's on me, but it froze up there for a little bit. I couldn't see who caught it. It looked like App State may have mossed him, but instead it's going to be a deflection for Space Force. Great man coverage there on that deep corner. And Space Force hold them to a 2nd and 10 here. See what App State does here. They've passed it 2 times straight. Let's see if they do it a 3rd time. It is going to be another pass. Space Force sends pressure. Goomty gets it out. Another corner route. That's quite literally 3 in a row for App State as they get another first down. Internet garbage. It's not my internet, but there it is. CJ has finally joined his first game. Bucky propaganda. What do you mean propaganda? It's right there. As the time runs out in the first quarter. Tie game here despite the early interception. App State don't throw a corner challenge impossible. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they can complete that challenge. 1st and 10 here for the Mountaineers. Pretty much in field goal range already, unless they take a pretty big sack. As Goomty is going to hand it off up the middle, and that's a big lane there for Deadron Lawson. Goes 9 yards, 2nd and 1 for the boys from Boone. Who threw that pick 6? Well, maybe that was my plan the whole time. That was my plan the whole time. Mwahaha, I'll give you a shitty quarterback. Mwahaha. I actually believe in my quarterback. He's fire. 2nd and 1 here for App State. Going to play action, trying to find someone deep. Has a blitzer coming, throws it. Streak route, overthrown. Had it open for a touchdown, but Goomty can't hit it. Pressure was too much for Goomty. And it's going to be 3rd and 1. Potential stopping point here. App State is in field goal range, but Space Force is going to need a lot to go their way to stop them here on this 3rd and 1 here. I assume that App State would go for the run, but we don't know. It could be a play action. Their quarterback has hit some throws here. It's a whole 1 yard too. 3rd and 1, they go with the QB sneak, and Goopty gets it up the middle as App State extend their drive. Space Force just looking to hold them to 3 again. We'll see. We'll see, Juan. 1st and 10 for App State. Man in motion is going to be a jet sweep to Deadron Lawson. Has Space Force. Oh my god, Deadron just absolutely obliterated that Space Force defender before getting tackled. Goes 9 yards. And they like those jet sweeps. I think that's the second one we've seen this game. It was also on a top 5 play on Coach's Corner, the jet sweep. As Space Force goes 5 down linemen, 5 seconds on the play clock for the Mountaineers. Trying to get the play off here, and they do. It's going to be a counter run. It's a UCA patented counter, and App State gets into the end zone. Touchdown. The Mountaineers take a 7-point lead with the counter. What a move there by Deadron Lawson. Green grass all ahead of him. And App State takes a lead. It's a UCA patented counter. Hey, Nismo, you know it's patented? Do you know that the counter is actually patented? It's crazy. It's actually a patented UCA counter. Chat, do we know it's patented? Let me know if you knew it was patented. 1st and 10 for Space Force after giving up the touchdown, trying to tie it back up. App State does get the ball to start the second half. It's going to be a play action. App State all over. He fumbles. Arthur Weasley having probably the worst game I've seen out of any quarterback in this league, like ever, honestly. That should have been a fumble recovery for App State. Luckily, his lineman's back there to bail him out. But to be fair, he had no chance to throw that ball. I don't know why Space Force... I don't know why Space Force doesn't keep running the ball. Yeah, it worked for them. I didn't know it was patented. That means App State can't run it. They have someone on their team that created that term. It's going to be another run, and Space Force can't run it on 4th and 12. I mean, gotta at least give yourself a chance, and now they're going to have to punt it. That's unfortunate. Honestly, fake it. That'd be funny. Brock, if you fake this, I'll give you a big fat kiss. 4th and 9 for Space Force. Gonna have to punt this ball back, and it's not a fake. No kisses for Barack. As App State will try to return this into pretty decent territory. Good field goal, or good return there for App State, trying to double up this score here. First and 10 for App State. Got a touchdown the last drive. Trying to get another one here to extend this lead. That's going to be play action. Blocks hold. Going to be a corner route. Picked off by Space Force. Great defense by the Delta Dogs. Stuck with that corner route like glue, as a certain Bordeaux would say. And that deep zone over there is able to pick Goomty off and get the ball back for Space Force. Now they get it back at about the same place they started their third drive. It's going to be another run for Whopper. He's going to get about 3. Space Force needs to put together a solid drive here. App State gets the ball to start the second half. So they need to, ideally, if they tie the game up here, then it's ideal. As Whopper has 60 yards on the day already. Trying to go for some type of record here as Arthur steps back to pass. Completes his first pass over the middle. Johannes Kepler goes 8 yards. As Arthur Weasley has literally been having the worst game I've ever seen out of a quarterback. Threw a pick on his first play and almost fumbled the ball away to App State. But he completes his first pass here. Maybe they could trust him to pass a little bit more. Nope, they run it up the middle. And 4 yards every play is a touchdown every drive. That's what you like to see if you're Barack. Can't do that. Can't stay predictable, though. Second and 6 now. It's going to be another pass. Trying to find someone downfield. Has a man and overthrows the go route. Arthur Weasley had a man downfield, but he can't hit it. Now Space Force pinned on a 3rd and manageable. Honestly, if you get close here, like a 4th and 1 or 2, if I'm Brock, I might consider going for it. But again, I mean, what do you got to lose? You're 0-4 already. Even if you do win out, you're probably not making the playoffs, even though your division is not that great. It's going to be right up the middle for Whopper, and he takes a man with him. Screw going for it on 4th down. He drags somebody across the yellow marker. It's going to be a first down here for the Delta Dogs. First and 10, he sets back to pass. Weasley throws it over the middle. Johannes Kepler again. Both receptions for the quarterback have been thrown to Kepler. Now it's 2nd and 4 for Space Force. As they motion a tight end to the left side of the field. It's going to be a run up the middle. Now cut to the outside. Broken tackle. First down. Whopper. Doing everything for this offense so far. First and 10 now after the great run there by Whopper. They're going to give it back to him on this play, and he's only going to get 2. Time winding down. Space Force doing a good job at moving the ball, but also wasting a lot of this time so they don't give App State a chance to score. Even a field goal this drive is pretty good because it keeps it a one-possession game and a touchdown game if they score a field goal on their opening drive of the second half. I mean, even a field goal is fine. It's going to be a pass, though, and that D lineman just warped through that Space Force O-line and got in there for the sack. O-line's not doing Arthur Weasley any favors. And it's going to be 3rd and 12 here for Space Force. See what they can do here. They're currently not in field goal range. It's just going to be a play action as the blocks. Throws it in route. Johannes Kepler again on the 14-yard reception. 3 receptions for him and 3 completed passes for Weasley. Kepler doing it all on the receiving end so far for Space Force as they get another first down with 1 minute 20 left. In this first half, it's going to be a play action, trusting their quarterback a little bit more, throwing it. Now it's going to be caught by Jay Raymond, 14 yards. And now Space Force's passing game is sort of coming to life here after starting over 3 with a pick on the first play. Arthur Weasley starting to show why he was drafted so high in the Season 5 draft. Because he knew he could do what his former brothers could do. What a move there by Whopper. Goes 3 yards. He wanted to have a great career like George and Fred, but it hasn't started out as pleasant as he wanted. But he's completing some passes now, and if he could get his team in the end zone here, they're gonna have a nice chance going into the second half. As time rolls down, they're going to snap it with 52 seconds left. Whopper goes up the middle, goes 4 yards. App State uses a timeout smartly, trying to conserve as much time as possible to see if they can get points to possibly extend or take their lead back, depending on what Space Force does here on 3rd and 3. Going to be another run here for Whopper, and he's not going to make it. 4th and 2. App State calls a timeout. And decision time. Wow. Barack says, I don't care. I need points this drive. I'm already 2 yards away from this. There's no way I'm taking 3. If I get this first down, I have potentially 4 more plays to get it in. They have not missed a 4th down yet. They're 2 for 2. If they miss this one, they can't go for it for the rest of the game. Arthur Weasley calming the crowd down, even though it's an away game. Try to tell the Mountaineers to shut up. They go up the middle, and Whopper gets into the end zone. 3 for 3 on 4th down are the Delta Dogs. Risky plays equals big rewards, and Space Force is going to tie this game up. But App State has 43 seconds to possibly take this lead back for the half. Well-coached game so far by Coach Barak, trying to pull off the upset of the century here. Would be a bottom 3 loss for App State too. Heavy playoff indications if App State's able to lose, or if App State ends up losing this game, and if Space Force ends up winning and maybe winning out. That's a lot of quality wins for Space Force in a division that is not very good. Could be maybe a spot in the division championship. I don't know how many division games they've lost already. I think 2. But I think Southern Utah made it last year with 2 losses. I don't know. They're gonna need a lot if they want to make the playoffs. But they got to start by winning this game and pulling this out. A lot of optimism here for Space Force as App State just runs it up the middle. They have 1 timeout left. They don't use it. Letting time roll. They're going to hurry it up. Try and maybe get into field goal range. I think their kicker has a boot. As time's rolling, they have 25 seconds and counting. Now it's going to be another run. This time a counter. He's not going to get there. No, he does get there. Campbell Jr. gets a 2-yard carry. And they have 20 seconds here. Lawson in motion on the outside. Space Force presses. Interesting. It's going to be another run for App State. And this time they're going to get 7 yards. And App State uses a timeout with 15 seconds left. 3 runs in a row. Very surprising when you have this little time and you just burn your last timeout. You got to get a first down every play if you want to get into field goal range here. 2nd and 3. They flip the play call, it seems. No, they change it completely. Space Force pressing a little bit. I don't know if they want to do that. It's going to be another run. This time they get it. I guess they know they can hurry it up because the time stops. 13 seconds left from about the 48-yard line. And now you have to pass here. As Space Force, I guess they flip the play. This time it's going to be a play action. Gupti has plenty of time, throws it, and it's incomplete. 9 seconds remaining. Gupti cannot hit a pass. He's 2 for 9, I think, with an interception. Not the best stat line. He started off really good, and now he's just not having the best game. Space Force just has to hold him off here for 9 seconds, and they'll go into this halftime tied. It's going to be a pass here, a screen. Gupti throws it almost right into a defender, almost intercepted. But the Adrian's going to lose 2, and I presume that's going to be the end of the first half. App State's not using a timeout. And 1 second, 0 seconds at the end of 1. Space Force and App State are tied 10-10. Space Force looking for a huge upset here. Let's go to App State first. Coach Monarch and App State tied 10-10 here at the end of 1 half. How are we feeling about this first half, and how you feel about getting the ball back to start the second?
Yeah, we knew coming into this that Space Force was going to give us their best shot. We know that they have nothing to lose going into this, and they played really, really well. Whopper has been unstoppable in the first half, unfortunately. I think offensively we've done what we needed to do. We've put ourselves in the position to be successful. So, I look forward to the test here in the second half. We'll see if we can come out and get the victory.
Yeah, and Coach Craigster, as Monarch said, Whopper doing really well this game. But also, hold on, you're echoing so bad. But anyways, Arthur Weasley he started out this game pretty bad, but now he's starting to heat up going into the second half, completed a couple throws. How do you stop him and Whopper in the second half and secure the dub?
I'm gonna sack him and tackle him.
Okay, and Coach Nicotine, Goomty looked pretty good to start out the game, but since then I think he's 2 for 9 and 1 interception so far throughout this game. What are you telling him right now at halftime to get him going?
Yeah, I mean, this Space Force team, the record definitely doesn't reflect the talent, especially Coach Barack over there. He's got a really great football mind. Gumty, got to put him in better situations so that he can complete those passes and get that heat under him. However, I think our run game is more than suffice, especially at home. So look to get the rock pounding and fire up our offense that way.
Alrighty, well, you guys get the ball to start the second half, so we'll see that offense right when the third quarter starts. We'll see y'all then. Good luck, and we'll see you at the end of the game.
Love you, Bucky.
Later.
Coach Barack sitting here, tied 10-10 at half. App State gets the ball to start the second. How are you feeling about this game?
I'm feeling good. That first half was that made me feel good. I'm having fun. I think Arthur's actually having fun for the first time this season. Yeah, holding the number 1 team in the country to being even at the half. I'm pretty happy with that, man.
Yeah, and offensively, Whopper doing a lot for your offense, but also Weasley heating up to end that first half. How do we keep that streak going for Weasley, and what's the plan to keep that going into the third quarter on that first drive?
I mean, overall, we're kind of catching them sleeping in almost every regard, offensively to their defense. We just got to keep making sure that we can make some serious stops on defense, and I think we're going to be all right.
Yeah, and
Let's make this a game.
Yeah, and defensively as well. App State has 3 points from that great field position. They had a nice drive there to score 7, but overall defenses look good. What's the plan to hold them to 0 and go out, hopefully come out with a win here come out with your first win? What's the plan defensively?
No change.
No change.
What I've been doing has been working, so no change.
That's fair. All right, well, we'll see you at the end of the game, Barack. Starting out defense, start this third quarter. See you at the end of the game. Good luck, buddy.
Let's get it.
All right. Oh, shit. Tie game here. I don't think a lot of people expected this. Space Force, their record does not show how good of a team they really are. I mean, they're not that bad. Honestly, they probably should have a win by now. But we'll see. As App State gets the ball to start the second half, trying to put an end to that notion. Trying to say, there's no if, there's no buts. We're going to win this game. Close or not, we're going to improve to 3-1 and hopefully keep our number 1 spot. But if losing this game, that's huge for App State. That's a bottom 3 loss. And that probably drops them from number 1. All right, 100% drops from number 1. But probably even farther down, 5. As they can't get the playoff. Delay of game here for App State to start out the game. And now they're starting from 2nd and 15. Interesting. First and 15 now for App State. Switching the play call around. Has 4 seconds on the play clock. Trying to get their thing out. They're going to snap. It's going to be a counter. It's actually patented. Goes 6 yards. 2nd and 9 now for App State. And now they go ace, trying to maybe air it out a little bit with a quarterback that's probably not feeling too good after that first half. Tell everybody to get in here, bro. This game's gonna have a legendary finish. 2nd and 9 here. Man in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep for Dieter, and he gets out, runs into a blocker, but gets the first down nonetheless. Space Force almost had him in the backfield there, but they weren't quick enough. First down for App State despite the delay of game penalty, and they're looking to take this lead back. Hey John, how you doing? 1st and 10 here for App State, trying to wind this play clock down and leave Space Force like no time. It's going to be a screen pass, throwing it, it's going to be open, and what a play there by that defender. 34, I don't know what his name is, it never popped up, but he hawked down that running back on the screen and held it to only 3. If he's not there, it's probably way more than 3 yards. 2nd and 9 now here for SFA. Or what am I talking about? It's 2nd and 7 for App State. I mean, shoot, I'm lost. 2nd and 7 here for the Mountaineers. After the 3-yard gain on the screen, trying to put together a scoring drive to take this lead back. 2 seconds on the play clock. They love winding it down. It's going to be right up the middle. Space Force not ready for it. First down for the Mountaineers. Slow and methodical is App State. We haven't really seen much of it in that first half. We didn't really see much of it in that first half. But now, they get the ball to start the second half, and they're just playing their own game, trying to waste all this clock here. Damn, Reed has a 9 p.m. class. 1st and 10 here for Appalachian State. Almost across midfield, lost it in motion. It's going to be a play action, trying to hit someone deep downfield. Goomty throws it, out route, caught for Ethan Gaylor. 10-yard reception. Space Force was in the area but couldn't deflect it. And Ethan Gaylor's been a workhorse for this team for 4 years. He's a senior on this team. As App State goes 5 wide. Oh, they're going to review if he's in or not. Let's see if he was. I think he toe-tapped it pretty well, as it's going to lag a little bit, I guess. Did the game just freeze? Please don't tell me. Oh, great. Good. I'm just lagging. Dude, quit lagging, bro. My internet is not that bad. I didn't really see what they said. I guess they confirmed it. 1st and 10 here for App State after the 10-yard out route from Ethan Gaylor. Not 5 wide this time as Space Force goes press. They have that guy wide open over there. Is it man cover? It better not be man coverage. That guy's gone. You see that middle receiver on the top of your screen. He is gone if it's man coverage. Give me 2 seconds, and it's going to be a screen, and Space Force is ready for it. A loss of 2 here. On the screen, Dieter and Lawson loses 2. And App State stuck here on a 2nd and 12. Probably going to have to pass this play. I certainly hope it's not PA inverted slot post. Chat might be PA inverted slot post. 2nd and 12 here for App State. It's going to be a motion from Dieter, not PA inverted slot post. What a play by that linebacking core of Space Force. Crowder in for the tackle for a loss. And App State finds themselves now at a 3rd and 12 situation. Coming out in a run-heavy formation. Maybe planning on running it and going for it on 4th down. Or maybe they plan on audibling to something else. 3rd and 12 now. Space Force presses on one side of the field. Let's go on the other. Probably a zone call here for the Delta Dogs as time's rolling. 4 minutes gone. Or 5 minutes gone. It's going to be a pass here. Goomsey trying to find someone. Pressure is none. And he misses the throw. A loss of not a loss of anything. He just misses it. And it's 4th and 12. And App State's probably going to have to punt this ball back. They're thinking about it, but they can't go for it here. I would not. And App State may be taking Goomty out. No, they aren't. Oh, they're putting a wide receiver at kicker. That shit is fucking stupid. All I'll say about that. 4th and 12 for App State. They put the quarterback at kicker, so the kick is less. It possibly pins Space Force back. And it's not going to do that at all. It's just going to go in the end zone regardless. So, didn't even do anything. And now App State is not going to do anything. Okay. 1st and 10 for Space Force after stopping App State. App State wasted a lot of time. But it didn't amount to much. 1st and 10 for Space Force, trying to take the first lead. They would be their first lead of the game if they were able to score this drive. Whopper gets back to the line of scrimmage. And Whopper, workhorse for this team so far. 91 yards and a touchdown. Trying to keep that going in the second half as he gets 4. 3rd and 6 here for Space Force. May have to lean on Weasley here. I'm not sure why it's so laggy now. 3rd and 6 here for Space Force. It's going to be a play action. Weasley has plenty of time, plenty of blockers. Of course, it freezes right in the most important part of the game. That's sick. Throws it. It's going to be complete for Kepler. 16 yards. It's going to be a first down. I'm sorry about the lag. I don't know why it's happening. It was literally fine these last 4 weeks, but now it sucks. 1st and 10 is going to be a fake FB dive toss, and they tried that again. Worked the first time, not the second or third. And of course it shows the full play on that one, but not on the 16-yard pass. Cool. Second and 15 for Space Force after the 5-yard loss on the fake FB dive. Now it's going to be another pass. Weasley throws it. Corner out, giving App State a taste of their own medicine. It's going to be David Garcia for 25 yards. And Space Force is, for the first time this season, they're able to move the ball through the air. Weasley started out 0 for 3, but it's now 6 for 10. Looking like a completely different quarterback. Blank in motion. Going to be another play action. Going to test it again. Now overthrows the corner route. 2nd and 10 now for Space Force. That's the first missed throw from Weasley we've seen in a while. Second and 10 for Space Force. Not quite in field goal range yet. They're just going to hand it off. Try and get there. Whopper gets 2. 3rd and 8 now for Space Force. No hurry up out of the Delta Dogs. I don't know where field goal range is for them. Probably around the 30-yard line. Maybe the 35. I don't know. I don't have the depth chart in front of me. 3rd and 8 now for Space Force. Trying to extend this drive and maybe put 6 on the board. App State presses. Weasley has plenty of time. Throws it over the middle. It's going to be caught. First down. Nika Moole goes 20 yards. And Space Force hurries it up with 58 seconds left in this third quarter. Trying to take a lead. Plenty of men on the line. That's going to be another pass. Weasley throws it over the middle, and now it's incomplete. Nika Moole can't get her hands on it. But that's the first catch I've seen from Nika Moole like all season. Not going to lie. Space Force in field goal range now, so they can take the lead 100%. As long as they don't throw it. As long as they don't turn it over. It's going to be a run, and App State ready for Whopper on that left side of the field. 3rd and 11 for Space Force. See what they could do here with a Weasley that's been hitting a lot of throws. 91 yards here for Whopper. He's done his fair share. Now it's Weasley's turn. putting Kepler on a go route, I presume. It's going to be a pass. Blitz coming, and he throws it incomplete. 4th and 11. Weasley now 50%, but their Space Force is gladly going to take their 3. And kick is up. And kick is through the uprights. Space Force has taken the lead against the #1 team in the country. Wow. Kick is kneed in the backfield by App State. If I know App State, they're going to want to ideally waste all this 4th quarter, score a game-winning touchdown, and just forget about it. But the fans in Boone are stressed. Monarch needs to lead this squad down the field here with a quarterback that's cold and a Space Force defense that's been playing the game of their life. 1st and 10. Lawson in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep for him, and Space Force can't make the tackle. Lawson goes 6 yards, 7 yards. 2nd and 3. And App State hurries it up, surprisingly. You don't really see that every day. Yeah, I think they're just going to let the time go. No, they're not. They're going to snap it with 1 second left, and they're going to get the first down. Campbell Jr. goes 5 yards. And entering the 4th quarter, Arthur Weasley has led this Space Force team to a 13-10 lead. It was all runs in the first half. Now it's all passes pretty much in the second half. At least positive plays for Space Force, but App State moving the ball here, trying to reclaim that lead. 5 seconds of the play clock. They snap it. It's going to be a counter. It's going to be about 8 yards, 9 yards for Lawson. 2nd and 1. Jet sweep is annoying. They run it a lot, so that's all I know. 2nd and 1 for App State. Space Force presses. Interesting. App State's going to let all the time go, I presume, but maybe they might switch the play in the same formation, or it's a different formation. But one of these guys on the outside might be on a go route here. They could test him deep. Only one high safety. Could be disaster for Space Force. 5 seconds on the play clock. 4, 3. They snap it. They are going to pass. It's going to be a screen. And that's not what I thought was going to happen. But they almost get the first down. 3rd and inches. Okay. I don't get it. You see them like pressing and stuff. But instead we do a screen. I guess they're thinking run, so it's like cool. But like I would almost put my life on it that App State's receivers are more athletic than Space Force's corners. So why don't you just send one of them on a go and trust that your quarterback will hit it? I mean, I guess he hasn't really hit much this game, but like still, you know. 3rd and inches though for App State. Huge play call for both teams. App State trying to extend this drive. It's going to be a QB sneak, and that works like a charm, as quoting their offensive coordinator, it might be the longest QB sneak I've ever seen. Going across midfield. Now App State wasting more time, putting together a solid drive, trying to at least tie this game back up. And maybe we could see an overtime. First and 10 here for App State. It's going to be another jet sweep for Lawson. And this time Space Force is ready for it, except Lawson breaks the tackle and goes 3. 2nd and 7 for the Mountaineers. Wasting time. Clock under 5 minutes now. We'll see how they manage this clock. They kind of have to use all 3 plays in each sticks, if you know what I'm talking about. In each set of downs, I mean, if they want to waste all this time. As time is rolling. Smartly chewing clock here. It's going to be a run counter. They ran that counter a lot. And it's going to be 3rd and inches here for App State. Honestly, that was probably the better outcome for App State, because now they could just QB sneak it and waste 40 more seconds. Dog. Instagram Reels is too funny, bro. Oh my god. Third and inches, App State. Not in a type of QB sneak look, but they're going to hand it off to the outside. Lawson is going to take it inside the 10. But Brock seems disappointed, but if I'm him, I'm happy. Honestly, that makes it where App State cannot waste the rest of this time and gives you a chance to at least retaliate. And now you may have a chance to hold them to 3 and go for a game-winning drive. That honestly is pretty good for App State. Obviously, they want to score, but they don't want to leave too much time. The Space Force offense has looked good this game. As now they're still wasting time, even though Lawson went out of bounds. I don't know how that works. But they got 3 seconds on the play clock. They're going to hand it off up the middle. It's going to be a almost a touchdown. Campbell can't get in. And App State does not hurry it up. Looks like they're just going to QB sneak it into the end zone. Space Force, I'm run committing if I'm Space Force. And they don't. Goomty gets into the end zone for a touchdown. App State takes the lead back. But Space Force has 3 minutes to drive down the field and get their first win of the season. They were in a situation to do that last week against Utah Valley. Not as much time as they have now. They had about, I think, like under a minute against Utah Valley last week. And now they have 3 whole minutes with 3 timeouts, with a quarterback that's playing a lot better this game, probably his best game, and with a running back that almost has 100 yards. We'll see how Brock plays this. Possibly the final drive of the season. Season, not season. Game, I mean. That'd be pitiful as last drive of the season. This is not the championship. 1st and 10 for Space Force. It's going to be a run to the outside. Whopper is going to get tangled. Only a gain of 1 for him. And that time's going to roll. Space Force can only lean on Whopper for so long. They're going to have to trust their freshman quarterback, who's been playing a pretty solid game, probably his best game of the season. It started out so bad. I literally said this is probably the worst I've seen a quarterback play. And now he's playing a lot better. It's going to be a play action. Blitz coming. He gets picked up by the running back. And Weasley's going to take a terrible sack. A loss of 7, 3rd and 16 for Space Force. That is not what you wanted to see if you're Barack. And now, Space Force needs to get at least close to this 4th down marker. Or maybe even get the 4th down. We don't know what they're going to go with. We'll see. I jinxed it. Who cares, dude? 3rd and 16 for Space Force. I think I know the play call they're going with. Never mind. No, I don't. I would hope a pass. Blitz is coming in. Weasley throws it while being hit. It's going to be a 1st down broken tackle for Space Force. He hits his own blocker, but it's going to be a flag. Could be holding. Clipping on Space Force. It's coming back. 3rd and 14 now. A huge play. App State gets bailed out in, so to speak. And now Space Force going to have to do it again. I'm not defensive. I was just standing up for myself. Which I guess is defensive. And no, it's actually offensive. Offensive. Not offensive. Offensive. So you know what I'm talking about. 3rd and 14. App State pressing. These outside receivers going to have to make that play happen again if you're Space Force. Now they're not blitzing anybody. He throws it. Corner out. Incomplete. And Barack has a decision to make. You have all 3 timeouts. Do you trust your defense? He does not. Thinking about going for it here. He only has 25 seconds to decide, and he is going to go for it. App State would already be set up in field goal range, so even if they don't get this, they can use all 3 timeouts to get the ball back if you're Space Force. But this is going to be hard. They've completed 3. They've completed 3 fourth down so far. Can they make it 4 as App State backs up? I assume they're bringing nobody. Now they're pressing. It's going to be 4th and 14. Pressure doesn't come. Weasley has plenty of time. Throws it deep downfield. Has a man. It's going to be caught to the 40, 30. What a play. It freezes, but it's past the 25. What a play by Space Force. Beats him over the top. And now Space Force in field goal range, but they need a touchdown to win. Have plenty of time in all 3 timeouts. What a play. 1st and 10 now for Space Force. It's going to be a run up the middle. App State not expecting it. Whopper goes 6. Time winding down here with 1 minute 20. They need a touchdown. Field goal doesn't get the job done. Inside the red zone now. Weasley with the throw of his life. Can he finish off this drive? Phillips in motion. It's going to be a play action. Blitz coming. Throws it. Under pressure, incomplete. 3rd and 4 now. Had the crosser, but can't get it to him. And now Space Force gonna have to get another first down. Space Force 4 for 4 on 4th down. Like Wendy's. It's gonna be a run to the outside. Whopper gets the first down. Inside the 15. They still have all 3 timeouts. And so does App State. They might want to consider maybe using some of these to conserve some time here. Maybe they'll wait until they get another first down. If I'm Space Force, I'm draining a little bit of this clock here. As they go with the 2 tight end look. It's going to be a rollout for Arthur. Caught! Touchdown! What a play by Space Force! And they get in the end zone, and they take the lead with 53 seconds left. What a play! Callan, say App State sucks.
App State sucks.
Oh, no! Alright, they have 53 seconds left to get a field goal. Could it be time? There is a lot of time for App State. We'll see what they could do as they come out. Probably in a heavy passing formation. Gupti has not looked good in the second half. Holy. First and 10 here for App State. 2 tight ends to the left side of the field. Trying to put together at least a field goal to tie this game back up. It's going to be a jet sweep. Space Force ready for it. Lawson stays up, though, and dives for 9 yards. App State might want to consider using a timeout, but they don't. Time's going to roll. Running the ball there and not using a timeout is not very smart, in my opinion. They're going to waste a lot of that time and have only 35 seconds as they snap the ball. Caught over the middle. Lawson goes 7 yards. And they're going to hurry it up again because that stops the clock. I don't get that first play call. You wasted a lot of time there. But now they have 30 seconds and counting. They got to get this play off. Gumti throws it over the middle. Caught. Not a first down. You got to use a timeout here. Got to use a timeout here, and they do. 23 seconds left. If App State hurried up after that, I would have been shocked. It's 14. 2nd and 1 here for App State. 23 seconds left. It's going to be play action. Gupti trying to find someone over the middle. It's going to be caught on the 40. App State's going to hurry it up here. That stops the clock. I don't know where their field goal range is, but they're about if they're about 10 yards away from it. It's going to be a run up the middle. They might be playing for the field goal. Now they're in field goal range. A broken tackle from the running back, and they take a timeout after the first down. App State has a chance to possibly still win this game. After all of this. Inside field goal range is App State, so they can tie the game and send it to overtime. Lawson in motion is going to be another jet sweep, and it is. Space Force not ready for it. Lawson has the edge. It's going to be inside the 10. First and goal for App State with 8 seconds left, and they're going to hurry it up. Space Force season first win on the line. They're going to run it up the middle. Space Force expecting it this time. App State is going to have to use a timeout with 2 seconds left, and they're going to go with the 3 and tie the game. Space Force is going to ice the kicker as well. And icing the kicker worked. Kick is up, and kick is through. We have overtime. Number 1 team in the nation going to overtime at home against the only winless team in the league. Let's go to App State first. Coach Monarch, first overtime game of the season for App State, I'm pretty sure. Tying the game up with 2 seconds left. How are we feeling after or going into this overtime period?
Yeah, we hats off to Barack over there doing it by himself and absolutely giving us the game of our lives right now. And also tremendous ability for our offense to answer that quickly there with a minute left. Almost got in the end zone there, but absolutely just great to be able to have that to lean on in these situations.
Yeah, and Coach Nicotine, offense really came in clutch there at the end of that game, or at the end of the regulation to tie that game up. How do you continue that momentum, and what's the plan during this overtime period?
Shit, probably more jet sweeps.
Maybe so. All right, well,
I got a few in there.
I won't keep you guys waiting. I'll go interview Barack now. Good luck in overtime. We'll see y'all.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Coach Barack, in overtime, App State was able to tie the game up. How are we feeling going into this overtime period with your first win of the season on the line?
What it needed to do when I needed it to do something. Defense, it led up, but at the same time, we didn't lose the game because of it. We're just extending.
Yeah,
Still plenty of game left to be played, so.
I don't know if y'all did the coin toss already, but I don't know if y'all
did.
Oh, wait, who gets the ball first?
I believe us.
All right, so y'all get the ball first, start this overtime period. Arthur Weasley had a great last drive. Wait, what's the plan? Are we going to run it with Whopper, or are we going to throw it with Weasley? We've seen two really good games out of both these people.
Wait and see.
Okay. You didn't want to expose it. All right, well, I won't keep you waiting. Let's get this overtime period rolling. Good luck, Barack. We'll see you at the end of one, possibly. All right. Overtime in Boone. 20-20. App State was able to kick a clutch field goal and drive down the field and kick a clutch field goal to tie it back up. Space Force gets the ball to start overtime. Can they score and take this lead back? It's going to be a pass. Arthur throws it. It's going to be caught by the tight end. Jay Raymond goes 7 yards, and Arthur's playing the game of his life right now. He's steadily gotten better, throughout these first games. He played awfully first 2 weeks. Okay in the third game, but he threw a pick six. Against Utah Valley, he played all right, and now he's playing definitely the best game of the season despite throwing that early interception. It's going to be another pass. Arthur trying to find someone downfield. He scrambles and loses 5 on the sack. Not what Space Force was wanting there. Had no open receivers anyway, so they just had nowhere to go. 3rd and 8 now for Space Force. Do you consider going for it on 4th down and not taking your 3 if you don't get this here? We don't know. 3rd and 8 here for Space Force, trying to keep this overtime drive alive. It's going to be a play action. Blitz coming in. Weasley sends that guy aside and gets the 1st down. What a play by Weasley, hitting his favorite receiver in Kepler, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Space Force. I cannot believe it. He just shed that blitzer. He said, I don't want to lose again. Kepler is 60 yards over the air. App State 5 down lineman, expecting run. It is going to be another pass, throwing it out of bounds. I don't think they've ran it once. They're forgetting that Whopper is back there. Second and goal for the Space Force Academy. A lot of people online. It's going to be a run. Whopper cuts to the outside. Can't break all those tackles. Gets 3 yards, but it's going to be third and goal inside the 5. App State making sure their adjustments are right. Maybe sending a blitz here, trying to get Arthur on his toes. Third and goal. See what they go with here. It's going to be a pass. Blitz is coming in, but he throws it to the end zone. Touchdown, Trent Phillips. 4-yard touchdown for him. And Weasley is going to score, and they're going to go for 2. They're going to go for 2 here. Space Force is playing a really good game. That's pretty much all you need to know. They're going to go for 2. Not a bad call. But if you miss it, your defense is going to have to lock in. They're going to snap. It's going to be a run up the middle, and they get it! They punch it in! 28-20 is your score, and App State's going to have to score a touchdown and go for 2 if they want to win this game.
Oh, no face cam. These guys are going in.
Yeah. First and 10 for App State. Yards are pretty much equal totally. It's going to be a run, a hurdle for some reason by that running back, only getting 1. That could have maybe fumbled and ended the game. Not smart. Second and 9 here. Watson, incoming jet sweep. Maybe. We'll see. Second and 9. See what they go with here. Lawson's not out there, so it's not a jet sweep. It's going to be a pass. Trying to look downfield. Guthrie throws it. Corner out's caught. Lawson, end zone, touchdown App State. And they need the 2-pointer here to extend this game. Let's see what happens here. Oh my, Wad was incorrect. This is for the game. 2-point conversion. Will they be able to get it and extend the game? Or will Space Force get their first win of the season? This is intense. They're waiting to snap this ball. And now they changed the play call. They're not going to get it off. They have to use a timeout. They use a timeout. They waited way too long. Oh my goodness. They didn't want to take the penalty. That would have made it like an 8-yard 2-point conversion. And using that timeout is huge. They have to. Now they have a whole fresh play clock out there. Lawson in the backfield. Only 4 down linemen for Space Force. They're going to audible now to a different play. 19 seconds on the play clock. They're going to snap it. Run up the middle. Space Force tackles him, but he gets in the end zone. 2-pointer is good for App State. And do we have interviews after 1 overtime? We just keep going. I don't think so. We'll just keep going. Let's keep going. Oh my.
Yo, can I turn on the game?
If you want, yeah.
I'll turn it down.
You, First and 10, Lawson in motion. It's going to be a jet sweep. We've seen that all day. And this time, he's going to take it to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Deadron Lawson. The jet sweep works. And he's going to get in the end zone. App State turned a desperate situation into a lead. And they're going to go for the 1-pointer. No, they're trying to trick Space Force here. Now they're going to go for 2. Smart. They know Barack will go for 2. But to stop here means Space Force can win it with a touchdown extra point. See what happens. Going to be a motion. Ethan Gaylor now looking like a slot receiver. Now giving out some more things. There's 4 seconds on the play clock. They are struggling to snap it. 1 second. They have to call another timeout. And now they're just going to go for a regular extra point. And the kick is up and good. App State takes a regular extra point here. And Space Force has a chance if they score to end the game. And I think Barack will go for it if he scores this drive. But he has to get in the end zone first. First and 10 here for Space Force. Game on the line, throwing it, out route caught. Oh my, he takes a guy with him inside the 5. First and 10 inside on the 4-yard line. The Space Force offense just can't be stopped. First and goal here. It's going to be a run up the middle. Whopper cuts it to the left side. Maybe had the touchdown if he kept going forward. Space Force now in a second and goal. And they're going to slow it down here. 20 viewers in chat here. If y'all are new, like and subscribe. Even if you're not new, please like the video. Definitely one of the more intense games we've had so far this season. Second and goal. Kepler in motion. It's going to be a pass on the goal line. Touchdown! It's David Garcia. And Space Force, Barack looks like he's going for 2. He is going for 2. Space Force trying to end the game and get their first win of the season. App State, number 1 ranking on the line. If they get the stop here, they come out with a win. If Space Force gets it, they win their first game of the season. App State changing the defense. Arthur Weasley making sure everyone's good. They're going to snap it. It's going to be a play action. Arthur throws it. Touchdown! And Space Force has pulled off the greatest upset this season. Space Force wins it on a 2-point conversion. 36-35. App State is stunned. Oh my gosh. First win of the season for Space Force comes in the most crazy upset we've seen. Let's go to App State first.
After him, then he just stops and runs away.
Coach Monarch, game didn't end how you wanted to, but still a great finish here. How are we feeling about this game and going into next week?
Yeah, like we were saying all game, hats off to Coach Barack. He called a hell of a game, basically couldn't stop him after we got the turnover on the first drive. And that was the story of the game. I feel really bad for our offense. We played really, really well. I basically was, I think, the one that caused us to not go for it there. And so, yeah, I think that, everything kind of clicked perfectly tonight for Space Force. We, once again, are still happy with our performance, but defensively we just have to be able to clean some things up. Be able to get off the field on 3rd and 4th down. So, story of the game, but is what it is.
Yeah, and Coach Craigster, defense, obviously, Monarch said defense didn't play as good as it needed to be. Next week, y'all play Northwestern State. What adjustments y'all going to make going into that game?
Sack them and tackle them.
All right, well, I'll let you guys go. Good game to you guys, and we'll see y'all next week against NSU.
Take it easy.
Coach Barack. Thriller game. Coming out with your first win of the season. Take it away.
This has got to be like the best upset there's ever been in RFCL. We were easily the last team in this league, and we beat the number 1 team. I'm in shock. Arthur Weasley played out of his fucking mind. I'm losing it, man. This was one hell of a game, and I had a lot of fun.
I don't have any more questions, dude. That was the greatest game I've ever seen.
Yeah, like holy shit. All by myself too.
That was insane. Brock wins the solo squad. All right.
Solo
Brock,
squad Doug, let's go.
Space Force gets their first win of the season against the number 1 team. Next week against UCO. How are we feeling going into the next week with a win?
I mean, if we could beat App State in their house, and Arthur Weasley plays like he did, plays out of his fucking mind, I think we can beat any team from here on out. However, we just got to play clean on defense. I think we got a little lucky today. Our offense was able to keep up for once, but I think our defense definitely needs some work. But overall, I'm happy. I'm happy where we're at, even though we're 1-4 now. That's a huge win, and that sets a lot of momentum for the next weeks.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go celebrate, and we'll see you in these last couple weeks of the season. Good game, buddy.
Appreciate you.
All right. Space Force comes out with the upset against Appalachian State. I mean, what a game we had in our hands. Probably the best game of the season. Probably greatest upset in RFCL history. Space Force comes out to win 36-35. And they get their first win of the season. App State loses as the 1 seed. Next game we got on the schedule in about, should have been like literally now, but now we got to wait and delay it till probably like 45 or 50. But we got Lake Erie, number 7 team in the country, facing off against Northwestern State, coming off a loss last week. Can they bounce back after dropping to number 4 in the nation? I'm streaming that game as well, so you'll catch me on that stream. If you like the stream, like it, and if you like the channel, consider joining our Discord and subscribing, and we'll see you guys there.